The late 16th century was a time of great exploration and expansion for European powers. England set its sights on the eastern coast of North America. Sir Walter Raleigh was granted a charter to establish a colony. The first attempt at Roanoke Island in 1585 proved short-lived. Colonists returned to England with Sir Francis Drake. Despite setbacks, Raleigh remained determined. The second expedition in 1587 was led by John White. Among the new arrivals was Eleanor Dare and her newborn, Virginia Dare. Their fate remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. John White, governor of Roanoke, played a pivotal role in its early days. He oversaw the construction of the settlement and managed relations with native tribes. After his granddaughter Virginia Dare was born, White returned to England for supplies. The Anglo-Spanish War delayed his return. Stranded in England, White's worries grew as he tried to return to Roanoke. In 1590, John White finally managed to return to Roanoke. What he found was a ghost town. The settlement was deserted, the houses dismantled, and the colonists vanished without a trace. There were no signs of struggle, no bodies, and no indication of what had become of the settlers. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan, carved into a post. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island and a friendly Native American tribe. White believed that the colonists might have sought refuge with the Croatoan tribe, but a storm prevented him from investigating further. He was forced to return to England, leaving the mystery of Roanoke unsolved. The word Croatoan has become synonymous with the lost colony. It is a chilling reminder of the vanished settlers and the unanswered questions that surround their fate. The cryptic nature of the message has fueled speculation and debate for centuries. The disappearance of the Roanoke colonists has spawned countless theories, ranging from the plausible to the fantastical. Some historians believe that the colonists integrated with nearby Native American tribes, such as the Croatoan. Others suggest that they were victims of Spanish aggression, caught in the crossfire of the Anglo-Spanish War. Still others point to the harsh realities of life in the New World, suggesting that starvation, disease, or conflict with hostile tribes may have led to their demise. The integration theory suggests that the colonists, facing dwindling supplies and the threat of hostile tribes, sought refuge with the friendly Croatoan tribe. This theory is supported by the Croatoan carving and the fact that the Croatoan were known to be receptive to English settlers. Another theory proposes that the colonists were victims of Spanish aggression. The Anglo-Spanish War was raging at the time, and Spanish forces were known to be active in the region. The harsh realities of life in the New World also offer a possible explanation for the colony's disappearance. Starvation, disease, and conflict with hostile tribes were constant threats to early settlers. The theory of integration with Native American tribes, particularly the Croatoan, holds a prominent place in the Roanoke narrative. The Croatoan, known for their peaceful interactions, resided south of Roanoke. The carved word Croatoan suggests a possible migration or alliance. This clue, coupled with no signs of violence, supports the idea of assimilation. Integration offered food, shelter, and protection. Evidence includes reports of Native Americans with European features and artifacts. The integration theory offers a hopeful scenario for the colony's disappearance. The Anglo-Spanish War, a backdrop to the Roanoke colony's existence, casts a long shadow over its fate. The rivalry between England and Spain for dominance in the New World created a volatile environment with both nations vying for control of territory and resources. This conflict, coupled with the vulnerability of the small and isolated Roanoke settlement, raises the possibility of Spanish aggression as a factor in the colonists' disappearance. The Spanish, eager to eliminate English competition in the Americas, may have viewed Roanoke as a threat to their own colonial ambitions. Attacking and destroying the settlement would have sent a clear message to the English and solidified Spanish control in the region. While no definitive evidence exists to confirm this theory, the context of the Anglo-Spanish War makes it a plausible scenario. However, the lack of any documented Spanish attack on Roanoke weakens this theory. Spanish records from the period make no mention of such an assault, and no archaeological evidence has been found to support this claim. Despite the lack of conclusive evidence, the theory of Spanish aggression continues to intrigue historians and researchers. The harsh realities of life in the late 16th century, particularly in a newly established colony like Roanoke, presented formidable challenges to survival. Starvation and disease, constant companions of early settlers, could have easily decimated the small and vulnerable population. The colonists, reliant on dwindling supplies from England and struggling to adapt to the unfamiliar environment, would have been particularly susceptible to these grim reapers. The unfamiliar climate, coupled with the challenges of cultivating new crops, could have led to widespread food shortages. The colonists, accustomed to European farming practices, may have struggled to adapt to the soil and growing conditions of the New World. Disease too posed a significant threat. Exposure to new pathogens combined with malnutrition and inadequate medical care could have quickly spread through the colony, claiming lives and weakening the remaining population. The combined threat of starvation and disease could have easily overwhelmed the Roanoke colony. This grim scenario, while lacking the drama of other theories, offers a plausible explanation for the colony's disappearance. Modern archaeological investigations have shed new light on the mystery of Roanoke, offering tantalizing clues and challenging existing theories. Excavations at various sites, including Roanoke Island and Croatoan Island, now Hatteras Island, have unearthed artifacts and evidence that provide glimpses into the lives of the colonists and their possible fates. The discovery of European artifacts, such as pottery shards and metal objects, in Native American settlements on Hatteras Island, lends credence to the theory of integration. These finds suggest interaction and possibly cohabitation between the colonists and the Croatoan tribe. The presence of European-style houses within Native American villages further supports this theory, indicating a blending of cultures and lifestyles. Other discoveries, however, paint a more complex picture. Excavations on Roanoke Island have revealed evidence of fortifications and defensive structures, suggesting that the colonists may have faced threats from hostile tribes or other external forces. These findings raise the possibility of conflict and violence, challenging the notion of peaceful integration. The ongoing archaeological work at Roanoke and surrounding areas continues to yield new information and insights. The Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of history's most compelling unsolved mysteries. The disappearance of the colonists and the cryptic clue of Croatoan have fueled speculation for centuries. Roanoke's story has inspired countless books, articles, and documentaries. It serves as a reminder of the fragility of early colonial life and highlights the complex relationship between settlers and Native Americans. The search for answers continues. Ongoing research offers hope of understanding what happened to the lost colonists.